5 seconds to go in the first. Clouden at the top to the left wing, crosses over, gives it up to the top of the key. Here's a three, and that's good. Kendall Bostic's first three in East Lansing.
Steal and an easy pass up to Joyner.
MSU comes the other way. The fast break. Crooms with it. Drives the lane, pops it back out to Bostic for three. That one goes.
When you're in, a huge block from A-Ralt to make up for it. But they have to get moving, and this is where they're getting their points tonight. Fast breaks, turning turnovers into points.
Time sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, it's just play after play. MSU's opponents have 83 turnovers compared to only 52 by the Spartans. So that's really where they're working a lot of their offense.
Cross-court pass to Jackman in the corner. Thinks about the three, instead she'll give to Osmond. Bostic thinking about the long three. That one's good.
After the miss by Kissman. A-Ralt, Kendall Bostic, the freshman forward into the game. There's A-Ralt in the middle of the lane. Good feed there from Bostic. So Michigan State's next game is not until January, next scheduled game at least, is not until January 3rd at Purdue, as a nice back cut by Osmond on a great feed. Freshman from Kokomo, Indiana. Playing defense here. Good defense and a block there on Beatty as Osmond is able to corral it. There's Dean. She spins around. Good defense there by Smith. Rebound by Crooms, who's also back into the game. Crooms almost gets it swiped. Bostic a long two that goes. So back-to-back buckets from Kendall Bostic. Shot clock is off. They feed Bostic in the post. They throw a great pass to Crooms, and it goes, plus a foul. What a look there from Bostic. And Crooms just muscled it in, so Michigan State and Crooms trying to complete the old-fashioned.
Former teammate Marcia Howard in the 1,000-point club. And a corner three, straight swish from Kendall Bostic. For the last thing that Naz Hillman wanted after scoring 50 points the other day. She probably wants to play right away again. As Bostic had the three, and she scored 5 in a row for Michigan State.
But it looks like she still was able to get that two to fly, and then on the other end with the steal, the anticipation to pick it off.
Of the 82 points a game to right now we're looking at 48 points with 3 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Make that 51 points now.
A huge jump for her, one of the most improved players in the league. And when you have a player who has just paid dividends like that, it really encourages everyone else around.
Good big-to-big pass, and that sticks. Bostic feeds it into Parks running the lane.
Upside to her game, and she asked her to watch tape on Grace Berger. And not just because they just played them in their last game, but because of what she does outside of scoring.
And Bostic, you could see she was looking for help. Her head was on a swivel. She didn't want that matchup. How about the nice touch pass in the finish from Alicia Smith, but a great assist from Kendall Bostic. All kinds of ways, and this is a Big Ten standout presented by Auto Owners Insurance.
Nice tip pass there by Bostic. You always talk about post-to-post passing. Sometimes that's deemed as high-low. It's not always high-low. Sometimes it's low-to-low.
In what Caitlin Clark had to do in high school. Like, she had to do it all. Her coaches were saying, go get us a bucket, and she would just clear everybody out and go. But she doesn't need to do that every time here with Iowa.
On that trip down the floor.
Yeah, and it's still.
This one into the clear for Oden. Oh, block from behind. Bostic follows it up and one.
Energy is high. Keep this momentum going, and they'll be able to capitalize on more plays like that for sure.
First of her career, making a mark here after playing her freshman season at Michigan State. A steal by Peebles. Illinois can get their biggest lead here. Peebles has the shot bothered, but Bostic gets the and one.
And with lowering their turnovers, this team can get closer to achieving their goal of 70 points per game. Back to you, Carson.
6-point advantage. They're going to play for one. Freeman on Bostic, blocked by Kendall Bostic. 2 seconds. One. Peebles from midcourt. She got it off, but it's offline. For Brown. High post, Bostic. Corner for Peebles. Yep.
Wingler. Stolen by Leonai. Good defense there. Jada Peebles up to Bostic, and she'll get the two. Great transition ball by the Illini there.
Really dominate down low. Here's Mike Sell against 3 players for Illinois. And the ball goes to the Illini. Brown pulls up and knocks it down.
I think her teammates didn't realize she could make that because Gabby Hutcherson and Caitlin Costner stood up immediately screaming because I believe that's a rare occasion for Bisham.
Wide open down low. Miller exits. It looked like she was still limping a little bit as she walked off the court. Bostic drives to the rack, and the score is 70-44.
Hallie Douglas has been massive for this Wisconsin team down the stretch, making big plays with the game on the line. And an even bigger play by Kendall Bostic of Illinois.
3-point play opportunity coming up for Kendall Bostic.
And now a minute left. Illinois down 20. The slow starts continuing to haunt them. But a nice feed inside to Bostic, and count it, and one. Particularly over the last few months. Bourne has it stripped into Mila Brown, running back the other way. Another turnover for the Huskers. Brown from the free throw line, it's good. Bucket. A crowd inside, and Bostic with the board. Nice pass back into Leonai as she hits from the elbow.
Hey, big offensive rebound there for the Illini.
Peebles puts it up, and Bostic keeps it alive. A fresh 20.
Bostic has been so tough staying with plays.
Officially available in this game. We have seen Poole play. We haven't seen Bristow yet, but there's a steal for Illinois, trying to turn the tables, and it's Bostic, who's had a very nice performance today.
Everything going right for Janae Terry so far. With under 3 to go, feed late, and she just cannot get anything to fall.
They actually trailed by just 1 at halftime. But then Purdue went on a big run in the third quarter and kind of pushed Illinois out of contention as Eva Rubin puts in the first bucket of the contest. Nye inside to Bostic. Extra pass, and that goes down. Giovanna Lopez.
And she got that wide open opportunity from 3. Giovanna Lopez down inside to Bostic. Making a move against Cravens, who sticks with her, and she finishes anyway. Before that basket, as Markowski puts it up again, Cravens with the board. Markowski blocked by Lopez, who sticks with the play, keeps it alive for the Illini.
McNeese State just 3 points here in the second quarter. Bostic with the left-hand finish. Illinois career in the season opener against LIU with a career-high 16 points. All Big Ten honorable mention.
Great block there by Bostic.
Who started for Evansville. Of course, we've mentioned Anna Newman also out there, Barbara Tomasova, Abby Fight, Anaya Griffin, and then actually Kendall Bostic there for the Illini getting the bucket there.
Cook going down the right side. Bostic thought about a jumper, now she'll try to drive on Holmes. Kendall Bostic to the hole for 2.
Checking into the game, Genesis Bryant. She'll run the point for the Illini. Bounce pass inside, Bostic pokes up, finds the open Cook, layup good. Cook double team, the ball finds its way to Bostic, short range shot good.
Lisa Bluter's had a ton of respect for Cook for a long time, saying that she's been a Division I player ever since she was in high school.
Had a 33-point game against Indiana earlier this season. Oden's 3!
It all starts with a good defense. The block first comes over, boom! Hi, Kendall Bostic, invite him to the block party. And then it leads to Mackenzie staying really patient and just finding her teammate.
And who better to have the ball in their hands than Makira Cook? She's been excellent for them all game long. Cook flips it up. There's Bostic and 1.
Still a young lineup here for the Gophers.
There's great block there by Bostic on Misha.
Grace Berger, who else? With it,
to try and ice it. Inside to Holmes, turnaround jumper, blocked by Shupil, back to Makaira Cook. Cook moving quickly, a 1-on-3. She'll try and navigate it through traffic, and she will.
But it's just been such an impressive season for the Illini, nonetheless.
And well, another one of those losses was to Ohio State. And that will do it. Terry Morin congratulated on the Indiana sideline as she takes over the mantle, the winningest coach in program history.
Finally, Bostic comes to set a screen. Cook taking it herself. Only one to shoot. Bostic puts it up and in at the buzzer.
Most recent net rankings. Janae Terry, shot block by Bostic. 4 seconds on the shot clock, just underway here.
Bostic, the former Spartan, nice pass. Cook able to finish.
Movement without the ball is key, and move without the ball moment. And Bostic stays patient. Cook catches Kamaria McDaniel ball watch.
Kim Barnes-Rico so vocal defensively for Michigan on that sideline. The Bostic able to get the bucket right as the shot clock was about to sound, and that'll do it for 1 half of play.
She made Bostic miss with that move, just couldn't get it to fall. That's been a theme for Illinois this season, just haven't been able to, check that for Minnesota, haven't been able to execute on the open shots.
And Bostic is going to work early here in Champaign today.
Finds Bostic again. We'll see if she can repeat that last possession against Markowski. She puts it up around her and drops it in again. Cook now on the offensive end, finds Bostic into the post, faces up against Markowski. We'll see who wins this matchup. Left hook, and it's down with an and one. Kendall Bostic with a highlight.
And then every time that they've needed a bucket, they've went inside to her, and she has delivered the goods. That time, a little fake move into the inside, a little fake.
With 15 minutes of ball left, Illinois continuing to go into Bostic.
And Bostic now has 20 points, 14 rebounds. What an amazing game.
Abby Meyer's ability to make shots. I mean, today, after practice, she shot over her head while filming and kissed it off the window for a 3 at half court.
Shiner Sellers sizing up Bostic, and Bostic denies.
Bostic did a great job. NCAA tournament, according to Charlie Cream and our own Autumn Johnson as well.
Abby Myers blocked from behind.
First possession for the Eagle offense, and Bostic comes up with the steal.
That's going to be kind of the flow of today's game. Two very fast-paced teams that want to play at very fast paces. Jada Peebles getting a shot off already.
And 3 of 3 at the free throw line. Bryant to Bostic cutting, and this time she'll have a chance for the three-point play. Kendall Bostic. Nebraska is receiving votes as well to make it into the AP Top 25 preseason poll. Bostic, top of the key for 3.
St. Peter's played Monday night and beat Central Connecticut State. Traveled all day yesterday, and here are playing in the morning. So it's been a quick turn for them. Off the turnover, Peebles all the way. We've seen in 25 years when Teresa Grentz, the Hall of Famer, was here. Illinois, a preseason top 25. Give and go. Bostic for the and one. Yes, count it, and a foul.
Two-man basketball, and so many players that can go inside, draw multiple eyes.
That superstar from Iowa you're talking about? Some Caitlin Clark. Bostic, yet another steal. The turnovers keep piling on, and McKenzie punishes the Griffs. Timeout taken by coach.
Just get one stop at a time for Illinois. Try to find a way to stop them here.
Felia swatted out of there by Bostic. Kendall Bostic.
Actually more effective in the stealing category this season, too.
Help comes from Cook, and Bostic another block. She heard us.
Last chance for Mizzou. Dembele. Denied. Big stop there. Kendall Bostic all smiles as she was ready for that one.
That is a great way to end this half if you're Illinois. You foul, then you turn the ball over, but you know what? All you can do is start where you are and grow from there, and that's exactly, like I said, you don't need a 3, but you do need a quick score.
Bostic inside. Bostic gets the roll. Illinois trails by 4.
Cook pushing. 10 to go. Quick basket from Bostic.
Double. And Illinois has another time out here, but they opted not to use it. And say, I really thought that they were just going to go for a quick 2 and let Makaira just go coast to coast. But we got same thing, ball screen action that we talked about a lot, but this time a little bit different result. You get Kendall Bostic rolling to the rim for 2.
Coming up for Illinois, they face another SEC opponent in Arkansas coming up on December 20th.
You have time to run through your offensive set, and if the look isn't there for Cook, somebody else can take it.
Well, a great play out of the timeout. Bostic at the rim, wide open and delivered from the inbounds.
You know, knowing the game plan here to beat Northwestern.
And I think the best way to describe it for Northwestern is compounding mistakes almost. Just making things worse than they need to be, continuing that snowball effect. And
Bryant thought about it. Bostic takes a 3, connects. Kendall Bostic, count it.
And now Cook up top will reset for Illinois, looking for their first ever win against Maryland today. Nice pass inside. Hobby lays it in. Dolan. Bostic's going to take the 3. It's good. Ever win against the Maryland Terrapins. Can they pull off the upset in the fourth quarter? We'll find out.
Ohio State trying to work into its offense. Sheldon curl blocked by Bostic.
You have to imagine they're going to have to turn to that three-point shot at some point in this game, but very interesting to see them rely on Hart early.
Bostic to Hobby. What a feed.
It starts with the defense and putting your team in a position to score.
Bostic a 3.
Bostic for 3. Got it from downtown. Inside to Bostic. Goes over the top and makes it a 2-point game.
Cook doing a nice job too, using Bolin sort of as a decoy in that high post area to go on the drive.
Wow, has her shot blocked.
Good job by Bostic staying home on that drive, and again,
From the field or the three-point line. That was halfway down and then out. Kendall Bostic through contact and 1.
I like the stomp. I like the footwork. Finishing.
Now she has that attack mode mentality from range as well.
Impressive response for Indiana to start off this third quarter, but there's an answer from Adalia McNeese. 2 and a chance for one more at the line.
Well, that's what they like to do. They like to post up McKenzie on the block with another guard, and you've got to beat her to the ball, right? We were just talking about.
Cook, lots of time and space to knock down the 3. Dimple on the receiving end. Leaking out is McKenzie, and she takes it strong to the hook. And that is the end of the first half. Watching her today, she'd be up there on the list, or at least mine. Kendall Bostic trying to ignite her team on the other side. She's got a 3-point play opportunity.
Well, if I had to make a list of best rebound put-back players in the Big Ten, Kendall Bostic would be at the top of it because she is so aggressive. She's not afraid.
1-point game in Champaign, 6:30 to go in the opening half. And a great feed inside by Bostic. Paid off.
And that gives her the advantage, getting to the rim in the pass from Kendall Bostic. High, low. Shea Bolin making herself available, but opens up in the right direction. All she has to work.
Inside the Bolin, yes sir. Shea Bolin is balling. Illinois getting a great game from Shea Bolin.
Spark off the bench, Shea Bolin making the smart move and with a little bit of contact.
And it's whistled on Treadwell. For the shot. Oh, Bostic fooled him.
And here is Dolan. She finds Bostic. Nice cut by McKenzie. And she'll lay it in easily to get the easy two. Adalia McKenzie, the senior.
He said this team is not going to back down. The morale is just fine, even though they have not been excelling thus far in the results.
Kendall Bostic gets the shot to fall and the foul following the robbery by Adalia McKenzie.
Here's Bostic in the paint. Bostic gets it to fall and the foul.
And you see she smiles like, whoa.
And I know we've mentioned defense over and over again, but right on cue, there it is.
Yeah, and they're sending extra bodies at Clark when she has the ball.
Kendall Bostic.
Rod has done a great job extending her range and hitting those three-pointers. It's something that is really important for this Beaver offense that we didn't see much of tonight, as Kendall Bostic gets the tough and one bucket to fall.
And one for Kendall Bostic. The pump fake and the finish, just so technical on the...
Bostic tied up with Theory. That does count in case you're scoring at home. Right. And that makes the final score 83-74.
Late shot clock situation again. And this time Bryant will come up with the steal. 2-on-1 with McKenzie. Lays it off for her, who got blocked, but guess who? Kendall Bostic gets the loose change and cashes in. We'll go to the free throw line. Look.
You know those three substitutes are itching to get into this game while it's still tense and close as it is right now.
Bostic double cutting McKenzie. Nice look by Bostic and good movement away from the ball by McKenzie.
I think took their foot off the gas pedal for just a little bit too long, and now that looseness, that freedom isn't quite as evident.
Bostic, count it, and a foul.
But that's so big there from Kendall Bostic, who's come up huge on these last.
Into Mohammed. Bostic walls up. Bostic defends it. Bostic got it back. Now blocks it. And McKenzie comes away with it.
Takes her out of her rhythm a little bit in the post.
Yeah, she's a real strong post presence, but that dribbling ability can be difficult back to the basket. Bostic with the three, and it's good. Another rim out, and Illinois with the chance to extend their lead. Out to Bostic for three, and it's good. Minnesota is now down 5. The lead with 1.5 minutes left in this game.
Minnesota has 4 timeouts left. Coach Don Plitzowitz choosing not to call a timeout.
Great block, and on the other end, McKenzie drives, no good!
In the third quarter, Illini up 4. Their shooting has been much better this quarter.
Nice cut by McKenzie. Those are immensely valuable in the toughest conference in college basketball. Bostic, the baby hook, and one!
You saw a big emotion let out of the big.
Bostic with the left hand, gets the roll, heading to the line.
Her ability to just create some separation, finish over bigger defenders. When I said she's the perfect combination.
Offense was flowing. They scored more than 20 points in the first and the second quarter, but they're stuck on 7 here in the third. Until that falls from guess who? A career-high 31 points earlier this year when they played Oregon State.
When Illinois is at their best, it's Kendall Bostic is scoring at the rim. In fact,
Bostic already with a double-double. Hammering away inside, draws the whistle, gets the bucket. What a game from Bostic.
she's doing a little bit of everything. She's showing it all to us tonight.
Bostic with a great pass to Shoot Hill in the Illini. High as Bass was cutting in.
There's a myth that you shoot yourself out of a zone by jacking up threes. That's what the defense wants. You see Illinois does a good job of getting the ball. Shoot, you don't have to tell me twice.
3 to shoot, and the 3 goes up for Shoot Hill. Bostic with a rebound and a putback.
I like this lineup. I like the energy that this group is playing with right now. What they're going to give up in experience, they're going to make up for in other areas.
Bostic will take a 3 and make a 3.
Kendall Bostic and Fuego. Already, you don't want to fall in love with shooting threes against the zone. That's what the defense wants.
Taking 5 3-point attempts. She's missed 4 of them. There's another Boilermaker turnover. Genesis Bryant stops at the free throw line for her. Bostic with a bit of a height advantage here on Jones. Takes advantage of it inside and gets the and one.
Basketball is such a simple game, Mike. You just take what the defense gives you. In this case, the defense gives you about
court on defense, and you really want on offense. She can really do it all, anything that they need. Bostic, what a pass to Wallace.
That one's off. Another offensive rebound from Adalia McKenzie, or Bryn Shoup-Hill. Bostic doesn't take that many threes, but is good on that one. Here's Porter with it. Finds Leisner in the corner. Fake the shot. And there's Kendall Bostic. Wow, she does everything on the court.
With the post. Let's take a look at that baseline drive from Leisinger earlier.
Here's McKenzie guarded by Porter. Bostic will screen on Tess Myers. We've got a mismatch down low for a second, but now McCray steps out to guard Bostic and Peer.
Fortunate bounce for Nebraska, now on top by 3. Going for a second straight win after beating Maryland on the road Thursday. What a find to Shoup-Hill, and one.
Well, you love to see the connectivity by Illinois right here, attacking that high hedge, that hard. A lot of great players in her. I mean, over 1,500 points as only a sophomore right now. 920 points as a freshman.
Slipping, Bostic. One more, 2 and a foul. It's been the story for Illinois here in the second half.
Look at Shauna Green.
We're thinking about you, Tammy. I know, having worked with her, and I know at least you're really close with her, but like she's the last person that wants it to be about.
Big Ten play and a tie in that shuffle around 6th place in the standings. Bostic hitting the 3-ball to her back. Excuse me. Cam Schrader now leading her squad with 10 points. She has 8 of Michigan's last 10 as a team. Going off here, 4 of 5 from the field, 2 of 3 from deep. And Bostic going off down low. And one, count it.
And that's what Shauna Green wants. Punching it inside to Kendall Bostic. Exactly what we want to see.
Ron Hager, Shoup-Hill, Bostic with the left. Gets her on miss! Kendall Bostic cannot be stopped!
And have told her, hey, we need you. We can't win this game without you.
Bostic tries it from 3! Is there anything Kendall Bostic can't do? Coming off her 18th double-double, make it 19th now, and she was already 3rd in the nation in double-doubles coming into this game. Oh, what a pass! Bostic catches in! The 1-2 punch for the lineup.
Watch this here. We call this a roll and a rise. Wallace Rose, Bostic.
McKenzie looking for Bostic in the post. Guarded by Rimdahl one-on-one, under 10 to shoot. The backdoor cut and another high percentage look for the Illini. McKenzie rejects the screen. And Bostic will knock it down from long range. She's got 19 points.